Just two questions for you, Edgar. You feel disrespected?
Absolutely.
Is this their last fight on MatchRoom?
Yes.
You heard it here first.
What's good? What's good? It's the one and only, but what do I know boxing, coming back at y'all with another one. And that was Edgar Berlanga that you heard, who will be in the news today. Edgar Berlanga, first of all, shout out to FightHype.com. That was an interview with Fight Hype. Go check that interview out. Edgar Berlanga says he is no longer going to do business with Eddie Hearn after this fight. Now, the reason why he's not going to do business with Eddie Hearn, if you watch the video, you'll hear him speaking on his frustration, pretty much saying that, you know, he wanted to get the fight. He feels like he's at a point now where he's, you know, he doesn't need a promoter. He can do things like how Canelo was doing things or whatnot. He feels like he feels like he should have got the William Skull fight, and then that way he feels like he would have beaten William Skull, and then he would have had the IBF, and he could have fought Canelo in a rematch. Man, talk about an entitlement at its finest, man. First of all, let me just say this right here, bro. This is why I'm not really too much of a fan of Edgar Berlanga, because I mean the dude just talks nonsense, bro, and he thinks he's bigger than what he is. First of all, man, this dude went on a whole like world tour from like celebrating the fact that he lost to Canelo. that was the first strike with me. The fact that he was on a celebration that he lost, and I never understood it, because in boxing there's no such things, and the great Andre Ward stated this, but there's no such things as moral victories. You don't get no moral victory just because you survived a fight with Canelo Alvarez, but the fact is you still lost. So I don't understand that, and this is why, like, bro, I wish these like interviewers, well, and I understand, bro, like you can't ask the real questions, and you like that's why I would never be an interviewer. I wouldn't be interested in interviewing a fighter unless if I could ask real questions, because like it's like pretty much selling yourself short. You can't keep it 100 with these guys, otherwise they won't do an interview with you. But here's the thing, bro, if everybody was to be able to keep it 100 and they had, you know, and they had that attitude, it's like, well, then nobody's gonna do pressing interviews on you. Well, there goes your promotion. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I wish these dudes would just like be more honest with them when they interview them. But like, bro, Edgar Berlanga is just like, dude is just, I think he's on his high horse now. This man got a fight with Canelo Alvarez. First and foremost, let me state this too. He had a fight that, in my opinion, and I think the opinion of many others, he did not deserve. I can think of many fighters that I would have rather that I feel like deserved to fight with Canelo outside of Edgar Berlanga, bro, or before Edgar Berlanga, bro. And so, you know, and the worst part about it is, bro, that was Edgar Berlanga's first world title fight. Maybe you should have had that mindset before you fought Canelo Alvarez to fight William Skull and beat William Skull. Then honestly, because you have the IBF title, I couldn't have said you didn't deserve a fight then, because you have another belt. So a champion is always deserving of a fight in another champion. That's in my eyes. But this dude has not fought or beaten any good names. And like, you think that like all of a sudden, like, you lose to Canelo, and you lose bad, by the way. Well, you didn't win not one round, and then all of a sudden you feel like, okay, you deserve another title shot. Like, what sense does that make, bro? Like, this is why it's good to have real people in your corner, because first and foremost, bro, what sense does that make with you? Like, you come off of a horrible loss. Now I get it, bro. I see people that have come off of a loss fight for a world title, get a world title shot. Recently Gary Antoine Russell, but his was a split decision loss or whatnot, but you know, still he lost. He got a world title shot. Adrian Broner, he got a title shot as well, coming off of a loss or whatever. You know, I've seen it, but it's like, bro, you can't, that's like a gift to me. That's a gift. It's like, you can't get mad if you don't get that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because again, you should be trying to build yourself up. I mean, bro, it's so many names out there that you need to be trying to fight, rather than, you know, like fighting this dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you talking about you want a title shot. You know, you need to be fighting Jaime Munguia. You need to be fighting Caleb Plant. You need to be fighting Jamal Charlos. I'm sorry. You should have fought David Benavidez. You need to be fighting Demetrius Andrade. This is so many names, bro. Like, you don't deserve like a fight with Canelo right now, or a rematch with Canelo. Don't nobody want to see that shit. Why would we want to see that for? I don't want to see that shit. Like, no. So it's like, bro, you know, Eddie Hearn is trying to build you back up, and then here you are trying to act like you're entitled to this, and then you're saying that you want to do a Canelo done as far as like, you know, being a bigger than the promoter, or not bigger than the promoter, but like pretty much saying like, you know, you don't need a promoter. You can, like, fam, you're not Canelo, bro. Canelo had to work to get to that point to where he was bigger than the belts. Guys like Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, Manny Pacquiao, those guys were bigger than the belts, bro. So they worked themselves up to get to that point to where they could fight, or they didn't need promoters. Like, you know, they could do their own thing or whatnot. Edgar Berlanga is not that. You're not that guy. Not yet, at least. I'm not saying, and it's possible that that he could be one, but it's not like, I mean, he could be that guy, but right now you're not, bro. You have not accomplished enough in the sport, and I'm not saying that to degrade, because, you know, you're a fighter at the end of the day. I respect the hell out of all fighters, but bro, just keeping it 100, bro, just going on paper, like, you haven't accomplished anything to be thinking that you can just go to one promoter, then another promoter, then, like, bro, and then, fam, who are you gonna go to? Because, you know, Top Rank wiped their hands with you. You talking about leaving the zone. I mean, you can go to PBC, but I mean, are you gonna really be happy there? Because you're gonna be fighting only once every 16 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not so sure how Turkey is. I don't know if he's interested in you. I mean, bro, you were better off staying with the zone, bro, getting a Demetrius Andrade fight. Well, I don't know. Actually, I don't know if Demetrius Andrade is even with the zone anymore. But you could have, you know, like, bro, you could have gotten a bigger fight. You could have gotten big fights. Maybe you go with PBC and they have you fight Caleb Plant, you know. But it's like, bro, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, I don't think this is just a problem. You know, Edgar Berlanga needs to, like, humble himself, bro, and understand, like, fam, you still have a long way to go. You got that Canelo fight, and that was just pure blessings, like, that you got that fight, bro. I'm just being honest. Nobody, like, you know, felt like that you just. I would have rather seen Canelo fight Caleb Plant in a rematch than to fight Edgar Berlanga, bro. Like, I'm just being honest, because, bro, Edgar Berlanga has not proven himself, not just to us, but in the sport of boxing. Like, what's the biggest name that he's beaten? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, get you. You know, William Skull is finna fight Canelo, you know, whatever, bro. Just go ahead and fight this dude. Try to fight you some names in your weight class before sitting here doing this. Like, that's why I just can't stand that stuff, man. When these boxers think that they're bigger than what they really are, like, and they're not, bro. Like, and these interviews make it worse. Like, God, like, even, like, you know, Ellie Setback be saying some of the most craziest things, bro. Like, oh man, you versus this guy would do 5 million pay-per-view buys. You know good and damn well ain't nobody doing no damn 5 million pay-per-view buys anymore. What are you talking about, Ellie? Come on, bro. Like, y'all, I don't respect like guys that, like, just that kiss ass and are yes men. I don't like that, bro. And a lot of these fighters have too many yes men in that corner, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't know. It's making it harder and harder to like these guys. I mean, it's a few guys that I like in boxing. Love Caleb Plant. Love, you know, I'm a fan of, like, you know, Gervonta Davis. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but the way Gervonta moves is weird as hell to me. You know what I'm saying? At least Caleb Plant is trying to fight the best. You know what I'm saying? I can't say the same for Gervonta. You know what I'm saying? I love Devin Haney. You know, Devin Haney's one to not duck no smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like, but just honestly speaking, man, like, but a lot of these other guys, bro, like, you know, I like Shakur. I'm a fan of Shakur. Let me see who else. You know, I don't know. I'm definitely a big fan of Dimitri Bivol. You know, in a way, I like in a way. Let me see. Usyk, I like Usyk a lot. I don't know, man. It's not too many fighters though that I can really just say I'm a fan of like that, just based off of how they move and how they do things, man. So I don't know, man. But you know, whatever, man. I think Edgar. I don't know when his fight is. He's fighting on the undercard of somebody's fight, which is bizarre to me as well. But I mean, again, you're talking about you're this big star, but you're fighting on the undercard. Like, please make that make sense, bro. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. But what do I know?